One of you here part of our foundation. As you know, this is the Success and Money Foundation.org. Our purpose is really to help you have a better life and to help you help your family have a better life. The how we do it is providing free Success and Money classes for anyone, anywhere. We have three missions. Mission number one is to provide financial rewards to you for simply going to class and for sharing with others. Now we ask that you put this money that we send to you, our stock and our crypto, into your investment account. The one thing that every adult's ever told me is that they wish that they would have started earlier. So our goal is to help you do that. Mission number two is provide a platform for schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams so you can do this together. And then number three is to help those in need. For every hour you are in class, the foundation is going to donate a pair of eyeglasses, or we're going to feed someone or provide some clean water for someone. That's what we do. Our purpose is to help you have a better life. And more importantly, is to help you help those you love have a better life. Robert Allen said it best. He said that good parents give their children good memories. Bad parents give their children bad memories. Your job, your goal is to give your children good memories, to help them along their way, because one day you won't be there to help them. And you look at the models that you have in your life, and you have models for good and you had models for not so good. I was lucky. My parents were incredible. My dad's 4 days older than Warren Buffett. And so my dad was a capitalist, and basically he started with nothing during the Depression. My mom and dad were both born in 1930. They grew up during World War II and during the Depression, and they got married, started a family, and they started with nothing. They didn't even have the 2 nickels to rub together. They only had one. But there's no such thing as a self-made man, because we all work with each other. We learn from each other. But my dad started with nothing with my mom, and they grew. Not only did they raise a family of 10 children, but they also had 70 grand and great grandchildren. And all of those kids, all those grandchildren, all had an investment account to help them get started. When they hit age 21, they could take that money, and now they could manage their own. My parents and my brother managed it for them until they got old enough to manage it themselves. We gave them a head start. Now, that is the reason why we're so aggressive in having you get your investment accounts open. You're going to work your whole life, but if you don't find a way to get your money to work for you, then you're literally going to be working your whole life for money. And what we want is, we want your money to work for you. We want your investments to work for you. We want your small businesses to work for you. That's how we do it. So that is our purpose, is to help you have a better life and to help you help those you love have a better life. How we do that is with free Success and Money classes for anyone, anywhere. That's what we do, and that's why we're so excited about what we do. Now, today we're going to be celebrating our students. We're so excited to have you here and to celebrate the successes. And I'm going to turn this over to Daryl in just a second. But before we do that, I just really want to thank our techno wizards. You got Ethan, Jake, and now we've brought in Josh. He and his wife just came out to Idaho to go to school all the way from the Philippines, and now he's in our time zone. So boy, have we put this kid to work, and we're so excited to have him there. But last week, I wanted to start measuring how well we do on a weekly basis. So last week, we had 10,469 students and 137,000 hours, and we have increased that by a chunk. This last week, we added another 37 students and 745 hours just in the last week. You're online for about 100 hours a day, which is amazing. Our goal is to get this up to a much bigger number. Our goal is to get to eventually to get to 100,000 students from all over the world. That's our goal, and 1 million hours. That's my long-term goal. That's on my bucket list. On my bucket list, I've pretty much done everything I want to do. On my bucket list is to help my family and my kids get done what they want to do on their bucket list, because I've pretty much done everything I really want to do. There's nothing that's really that I haven't done, except for get the foundation to really rock. My last thing on my bucket list, big thing on my bucket list, is 100,000 students and 1 million hours of online classes. And more importantly, to have thousands and thousands and thousands of you start by opening up your investment accounts, your crypto accounts, And we're literally taking our money, our crypto, and more importantly, our Berkshire Hathaway stock, our Warren Buffett stock, and we're going to give it to you. We're going to give you a money tree to get you started. And as you know, the Success Money Foundation is a nonprofit educational foundation. It's a charity. My wife and I, we started investing 40 years ago. Our first date, we actually looked at a house. Pretty amazing as you go back and look at all these pictures of us in the before pictures. And before you know it, you're going to be on the other side of that. Your hair will be gray. You won't have any hair probably. And you're going to look back and go, where did it all go? Well, it's going to go, and it's going to go fast. So what you've got to do is we've got to get these systems in place early. And I don't care how big your money tree gets. I don't care how many money trees you get out there. I just care that you get started, because the way that you're going to help your family is to do the 7 steps. Step number 1, you got to learn how to make more money. You do that by studying successful people. You add more value and you solve bigger problems. That's how you make more money. Number 2, separate it. You've got to send your money where you want it to go. Your money's on a mission. Where do you want it to go? Number 3, you got to give some of it away. Give it to the church and charity of your choice, individuals. It doesn't matter. You just got to give some of it away. If you give it away, it will come back to you. It's a spiritual law, but it's a business law. Number 4, most important for your long-term money trees is to automatically invest. Automatically invest. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much you spend. I don't even care where you spend it. The only thing I really care about is how much you get into step number 4, which is your automatic investment. Number 5 is to save and spend. And again, I don't care where you spend the money. What I care about is finding a way to get 10 to 15% of that extra money and get that into your long-term investments. Step number 6, the wealth formula. You take all that money from your investment account and you put money in it every week, every month. You just keep adding to it. I don't care what the market's going up. I don't care if it's going down. I hope it's going down because I want to be able to buy more stock. I like it when there's a crisis. We like it because we can get better deals. So don't worry about a crisis. We like them actually because stuff's on sale. And you do that, you put money into it thick or thin. You do that over time. And then you have it go up in value. It's got to beat inflation. You got to have your money making you more money quicker, faster than the cost of living. And your goal is to take that money and over time is to double it and to double it and double it and double it. That's how the rich do it. Is that they look at how long does it take for them to take whatever they have in their investment accounts and how long does it take to double it. Usually it takes about 7 years, 7 to 9 years. We're not going to do this overnight. You know, we don't want to do it overnight. We want to build strong systems that get us a really good 8 to 10 to 12% rate of return. And the last one is number 7, you've got to have extra streams of income. You've got to have small businesses. You've got to find more ways to make more money. You're going to make a lot of it at your job, and that's wonderful. That's great. But you also need a side hustle. 1, for tax benefits, and number 2, because we can make some extra money. We can put your kids to work. We can save a ton of money in taxes if we do that. That's the 7 steps. But I want to congratulate you. This is your foundation. You're making it happen. My wife and I are the kind of the crazy ones that got it started. We've got some crazy techno wizards that are helping us along the way. We've got all these wonderful best-selling authors and entrepreneurs. They're all part of what we're doing. There's a lot of people cheering you on. You just don't quite see them, but there's a ton of people cheering you on. And this is your foundation. You're the engine. You're the one that's making it go. Now, we could take our money and we could go put it on Facebook and buy ads, or we could give it to you. No, I would rather give it to you because our ultimate goal, the way we really count our successes, is by how many of you got your investment account open and started to fund it and put money in it every month. And we know there's at least 3,000 of you, and probably more than that, because you had to show us that in order to us to send you the money. Our goal is to give away our Warren Buffett stock. There's millions of dollars of that sitting in our account, and our goal is to give that away. On my bucket list, give it all away before I kick the bucket. We also have a lot of crypto that we're going to give away. Bitcoin, that's another thing that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to turn the time over. I'm going to bring our good friends from the Philippines in on this call. Here we've got Daryl and Johnson. They're working very closely with our team. And if you guys want to share your screen, let's go out and let's see how well we're doing with our students from this last week. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Tom, and thank you for sharing what you shared. And just to let you know, you still have hair on your head, so there's
That's
a lot more
amazing.
things you're going to do. All right. So right now, at this moment, we're going to celebrate the students' success. And as Tom mentioned earlier, we have new students, and currently we have 10,496 students, or probably more, and all time we have 138,515 hours online. Can you imagine that? How much time we are spending to learn these things? Financial literacy. That's where we're spending our time wisely with these hours that we're online in our classes. So for our enroller hours, oh, look at that. We have new names and new faces. We have Jerome Ubas. So Jerome Ubas has 7 enrollments, active enrollments. They garnered 148 hours. Can you imagine that? How much hours they are spending to learn and to change their lives with all the courses that they are attending in the platform. Of course, we got Johnson. Oh my goodness, Johnson was dethroned from being the rank 1. We have new name, Monica Batalero Nieva. She got 9 enrollments, active enrollments, and 53 hours. Look at those. Got many students who are active and spending hours online in the class. Can you imagine how much hours they're spending to study? And if we are going to do this and do this by heart, if we are helping people and really pushing them to learn in this platform, we are changing lives. So just remember that. And we have active enrollment. So look at that. My picture is there. We got Johnson with 20 active enrollments with 127 hours. And we got Monica Batalero. If you are here, Monica, congratulations. You can show yourself later on. Just say hi to us so we will know your face and we will see you. Congratulations. We got Jerome Ubas, Joshua Oljo. Congratulations, Joshua. I got a message from Joshua earlier. He got 4 active enrollments and 39 hours. So look at those people. Look at those. And we're not going to stop with those numbers. We have to keep on cranking. We have to keep on sharing the wealth with other people, with our family, with our friends, with all the people that we are bumping in every day. We can change their lives by sharing our link. So later on, we're going to talk about regarding the sharing the link on how we can spread the wealth of free financial education. Tom will just pitch that in a minute. But anyway, yeah, these are our active enrollments. And these are the active individuals, individual hours. Look at that. Those are new faces. We got Joshua Oljol with 66 hours. Look at that. How much hours is he spending every day watching the courses? We also got Oscar Galatera. Oscar is a friend of mine, and he's from Batangas, where we went last month, where we shared the foundation with them. Look at that. Look how many hours, how much hours they're spending online. They're spending 56 hours, 55, 49, 30. Look at that. So that's so great. So congratulations to you, gentlemen, and keep cranking. And we still have much things to do. Just keep going and keep learning from the foundation. I think that's my share tonight, Tom.
Well, that's awesome. And again, I want to thank every one of you. You guys are the ones that are making this work. There's 3 things that we've got to work on with our family. If you can only give one thing to your children that you love, you can either give them the money, you can give them the knowledge, or you can give them an experience about money. Well, what do we usually do? Well, we just usually give them the money because that's easier. Did you listen to your parents very well when you were younger? No, not really. Number 2 is you can give them the knowledge. And your family needs to hear it from another voice. You hear it from your parents, and it's amazing how your parents get really smart when you become no longer a teenager, but you get in your 20s and you go, you know what, my parents really were pretty smart. They weren't smart when I was a teenager, but they got really smart after. Well, it was just you that really changed, but the biggest part is an experience. This is the key to making this work, is to have an experience, pulling the trigger, doing something, starting that small business, getting that investment account open, funding it, putting money into it every month, literally getting it done and pulling the trigger. If you'll do that, it'll make a huge difference in your lives. Now, you guys are doing all three of those things. Number one, you're learning. You're learning. Number two is you're putting money into your long-term investments. You're getting your small businesses up and going. You're buying real estate. You're doing all the things that we need to do. Now the goal is to be able to help you to have the experience and for you to give your kids a great experience. Robert Allen said it best: good parents give their children good memories. Bad parents give their children bad memories. Your goal is to give your children good memories and to set them up so that if something happens to you, your kids are on the right path. That's the goal. So congratulations to all of you. We're going to add some money into your vault, into your Buffett bucks. And then our goal is to get those babies going. And my goal is to get rid of this money, to get rid of this stock. We put this money in about 4 years ago. The foundation has been around for about 8 years, but we really got hardcore with the Success and Money Foundation about 4 years ago. And my goal is to get rid of this money. My goal is to get rid of this stock and to give it to you and to get you started with your own money trees. That's the key. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. We're going to be talking about some other wonderful things that we've been up to. Be right back.